Shoy. Oh, gee, I haven't talked to anybody since this morning. Can't talk anymore. My eyeballs are burning a little bit. I mean, I really haven't been driving all that much today, but let's see. I was awake Monday morning at 3 a.m. and I left at 5 p.m. Monday evening, and I took all the back roads, no expressways, other than the last 13 miles into Belleville. From Sparta to Belleville, Michigan. It took me 6 hours. Troy, welcome aboard. I did not get to go to Jackson to see you. Kobe, welcome aboard. Yes, speak of me and I appear. It's a magic thing. Awesome, Kobe. I'm glad you got it. Diane, welcome aboard. I'm glad you like Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Saturdays. I'm hoping Kyle comes in here. I read his message on my latest thing, and I don't know what's going on. It is magical. I see what you're saying, Diane. Aw, thank you. Hey, Michelle, I'm in your neck of the woods. You and Georgianne. I mean, I will be probably tomorrow morning at some point, but I plan to stay at least 24 hours in your area, maybe a little longer, because I need to get some rest. I have a feeling I'm going to be driving a lot yet tonight. I'm going to go to Marion and see if there is a Walmart. When now this is weird. I was leaving Grand Rapids, Ohio, which is by the Maumee River, pretty little town. But I didn't see any reason to stay because it was like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So I decided, okay, I'm going to mosey on south. So, gosh, where was my second stop? I just kind of meandered. As you know, I went to Mady from Belleville, and then I went to Grand Rapids, Ohio, and then I know what it was, Dundee, Michigan. And I thought the same thing, that there was a Cabela's. I didn't see it. As a matter of fact, I think that's where Cabela's had their first store. Nate, welcome aboard. Suddenly my throat seized up. Phil, welcome aboard. Let the record show I was first in Nate's live saying, oh, okay, cool. Why do Santas always come through the chimney? Because he knows better than trying the back door. That's a good one. Sue, welcome aboard. Good one, Kyle. Yeah, I did not find the Cabela's. So you obviously are right that there was a Cabela's in Dundee, Michigan, but I couldn't find it. So anyways, from Grand Rapids, Ohio, let's see, where'd I go? As said, I've meandered. It's been off and on raining all day long. I checked out Mary Jane State Park, and they were closed. I went to another park north of Grand Rapids. It says camping. I pulled in. That's open, but there's nobody around. Bathroom was open. It was absolutely deserted. And then I found out tent camping only. So even if I decided to stay and hope that the park ranger didn't come through and want $20, I don't have a tent. Macomb, Ohio. Spent a little money there. Got my first Ohio lottery ticket. I've been to a couple different Dollar Generals today. And now I'm in Kenton, Ohio. And I think I'm going to take Highway 31 to Marion and see if there's a Walmart to stay in tonight. I was lucky last night. I got into Belleville a little after midnight. And I roamed around Belleville a little bit, kind of feeling my way around. I found Tina's daughter's place. There wasn't anywhere to park. Otherwise, I would have just parked right in their driveway and went to sleep. But no, there's no room. You can't park on the street there. So, and probably would have had a knock on the door. So I looked everywhere. I went to the Speedway, got gas. Happened to be a border control officer there, Customs Border Control. He was getting gas, and I chatted him up, and he said, try the Walmart. He said, as far as he knew, there was overnight parking there. And there was. So at 1 o'clock, I got into the Walmart, and I dozed off for probably a good 4 hours, on and off. And, just sleeping here in the front seat of the truck, because there's no way I can get in the camper right now. It is packed. I need to be able to park somewhere and have a dry day at least to kind of organize things. I got a little more room here in the truck now. Tina will tell you why. And I'm hoping, I stopped in Findlay on my way here thinking, oh, they'll have a Walmart. GPS can't even find Findlay. Couldn't find it. Well, okay, fine. Then I said, nearest Walmart. Couldn't find it. I said, nearest Pilot truck stop. Couldn't find it. So I just said, just read my own map. So I took back roads, and here I am in Kenton, Ohio. And then I could take 31 out of Kenton and go to Marion. Hopefully when I get into Marion, there's going to be a truck stop or a Walmart that allows overnight parking. The one in Findlay does not. They got signs everywhere, no overnight parking. Jill, welcome aboard. Job still sucks after a decade. Yeah. I've known that one. Gord, permission granted. Welcome. I didn't say anything was gross about Ohio. I was kind of bummed about Findlay, Ohio, that I couldn't stay in the Walmart, because I'd be there now broadcasting and getting ready to go to sleep after the broadcast. Now, I don't think there's anywhere to sleep here in Canton, Ohio, so I'm going to continue on. I doubt that there's a Walmart here. I'll try the GPS again on the phone, just for fun. Let's try it now. See if it does anything different. Go blue, that's right. Let's see. Maps. Well, that's not right. Okay. Nearest Walmart. Maybe I shouldn't try it on maps. Maybe I should just Google it, because it's just spinning again. Walmart, Marion, Ohio. Walmart Supercenter, Marion, Ohio. So it's on Gilead Road. So when I leave here, I could tell GPS, take me to 1546 Marion Mount Gilead Road. It's Marion-Mount Gilead Road in Marion, Ohio. So I get there and see if they allow overnight parking. And I just park in between a couple semi-trucks. The sound of their motors idling puts me right to sleep. And I feel a little safer being by truckers. That, somebody's goofing around with my camper or me. There's one in Kenton, Ohio. Wow. I'll try that one, Troy. See if they got signs up or not. Right now, Jill, I am basically on the way to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Will the truck make it? Welcome aboard, James. I hope so, but I'm starting to have some transmission slipping issues. First gear, second gear, but then when it goes to shift into third, it kind of, you can hear it slipping, and I have to, kind of feather the gas a little bit, and finally it shifts, and then later on it'll downshift when it shouldn't even do that. I've been to, as I said, a couple different Dollar Generals, got transmission fluid. Finally found a funnel. I have a funnel, but it's buried. It's just like the light that I normally use on the dashboard. It's buried. I don't know where it is. North Myrtle is where I've been told is the better side of Myrtle Beach. And then I don't know if it's north or south. There's a town, takes about an hour. There's a town called Historic Georgetown. And I guess they got some museums, nautical style museums. I definitely want to go there when I'm, I plan to be in Myrtle Beach for 3-4 weeks, and then I want to start heading towards meandering, if you will, towards your neck of the woods. Well, there'll be a lot of stops along the way. I may stop in Graham, Texas. I know people there. I know somebody in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I know people along the way, and but I want to kind of hug the Gulf Shore until I at least get into Texas. Maybe I'll find what's his name, Dennis, boondocking with Dennis. Maybe I'll hook up with him for a night, 2 nights, whatever, in his area. Then I'll be moving on, kind of like every day, put 200 miles under my belt and find a place to stay. Paper funnels. Yeah, I didn't stop at a gas station to get one, and my gas station does. But now I haven't seen any paper funnels on the shelves in any of these gas stations I've stopped at. Well, don't ask me why. What has 8 arms, 8 legs, 8 eyes? Well, 8 pirates, of course. That's cute. That is cute. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He's in Naples. I don't know if I'll get into Florida. I don't think I'll, I might, but I don't think I'll go to Naples. I think I'll go to like Tallahassee and, what's that town? Doggone it. Tina's been there, and I can't remember the name of the town, but it's Pensacola. Yeah. And then about 40 miles south of Pensacola is my friend, used to be my neighbor in Sparta. He's bought property down there. And also Traveling Robert lives in the same neighborhood that my friend Terry does. He did the same thing, bought property and is putting slabs on the property. You can have like 4 slabs on your property, and you can be the host for whoever wants to park their RV or their trailer on these slabs that have electric, sewer, and water. Yes, I did, Troy. I'm not Richard. Tina took our picture. Yeah. Yeah, nice guy. Nice guy. Has some health issues, and I hope he can get over them. And, next trip I'll meet you, Troy. Doggone it. William, Brody. Welcome aboard. Hey, you leaving us, Joe? Mobang, welcome aboard. Yeah. So the journey has begun. We got, let me look here. Let me look. Oh, you're saying you are, Kobe? Goodness. prayers. And bye, Jill. Glad you came aboard for a few minutes, anyways. Let me look. It won't let me look at the mileage till I buckle my seatbelt. I'm going to unbuckle as soon as I get the mileage. Okay, from Belleville, I've traveled 152 miles. So, and again, that's back roads. Very, very little expressway, very little. I think I was on 23 for maybe 4 miles. All right. Yesterday was 252 total miles. So 300, basically 404 miles into this trip. But now some people say, well, it's X amount of miles to Myrtle Beach from Grand Rapids. Yeah, but you're taking expressways and you're getting there in 12 hours. Not me. I'm taking back roads. I'm seeing cool stuff. I'm avoiding deer. You know, if those deer would just stick to where they have the signs for Deerzing, you know, and maybe they wouldn't be so many get killed. Those deer need to read. The scenic route, that's exactly right. I've seen a lot of farmland today, and everything's pretty well flat. I noticed some people that lived on the on the east side of the road, so the front of their homes faces to the west. Well, some of them got their snow fences up. They got hay bales around or straw around their foundation, and then plastic over that. You know, I imagine there's some pretty wicked winds that can come across the flat farmlands of Ohio. Again, it just kind of rained on and off, on and off, on and off. But, you know, it didn't really bother me. You know. What is the difference between a hungry pirate and a drunk pirate? One has a rumbling tummy and the other is a tumbling rumbling. That's cute. Oh, Michelle, I'll make sure that Georgianne saves some for you. I hope she comes in tonight. Maybe I'll have to email her to get her address. But I baked the special dish for the cookbook. It'll go in the cookbook tomorrow, and we'll get the cookbooks all sent out. This has been waiting for me to, you know, have the recipe. Well, I've done the baking, but it has not been tested yet. It sure did smell good, though. We'll see. Heat it up in the microwave tomorrow, and Georgianne and I will be the first to taste it. But we'll make sure if it's good, we'll save some for you. Or if it's too good, we'll eat it all and we'll have to make more. So I got my casserole dish, I got my measuring cup, I got my whisk. I think I even brought an electric beater in case I need that. Now, I don't have an oven here in the camper, but you never know. It might be at somebody's house along the way and I'll bake. There is an oven in the bus, but I couldn't afford to bring the bus on this trip. Couldn't afford to bring the bus to M23 either. We'll see what next summer brings. Western part of Ohio is flat. Eastern side has hills. Yeah, I figured that. In fact, I was going to go to Belleville, Ohio, but I think it's too far to the east for this trip anyways. But there was a place that said it was the highest point in Ohio. I think it was like 1,500 feet. I'm like, wow. That's not really that high. I think it was called I forget what the name of it was, but the creek that's near this mountain, if you want to call it a mountain, was Mad Creek. And I think there's a ski resort there too. That was the one I was looking for. Things to do around Belleville, Ohio. And I was actually looking for a sanitarium. But for some reason, I thought somebody told me there was a sanitarium in Belleville, Ohio. Now, maybe they're thinking of the hospital in New York, Bellevue. I don't know. So anyways, that's where we're at. Oh, goodness. Gosh. Yawn City. Again, it's, yeah, I'll get a little tired and then all of a sudden I'll bounce back and I'll keep driving, I'll keep going. Carol! Bucks. She's calling us all Bucks. She's referring to William and me and Kyle and Kobe. Thank you, Carol. What's the difference between broiled and fried? One dies faster and the other is slow. Some of the gals here are probably saying, you should take the expressway, you get there quicker. No, I'd rather be a slow poke. Besides, I heard the big boys talking once. I heard you like it slow poke once in a while. Okay, yeah. Bad attempt at humor. I ate a chocolate cookie just before the show, one of those little Debbie double fudge rounds, and now it's kind of hanging in my tummy. Why does a pirate hate math? He never can figure out the pi rate of the Earth circumference. But I thought it was 3.14. Don't be coy, K-O-I. I have a joke book with me. I don't know where it is. It's buried somewhere. Did I have time to read it today? No. Did I see any jokes along the way? Not really. Everybody seems like they've been kind of maybe affected by the weather. I mean, I've been to a couple gas stations. I've been to $2 or $3 Dollar Generals. Nobody seemed like they were in a joyful mood like me. And I don't know. What's a pirate's favorite type of exercise? The plank, yeah. Nancy, what's wood? I missed something. Gord said something, I guess. Let me look. Well, this is going so fast. I missed something. Oh well, not going to worry about it. I tell you what. I got to tell you how I felt at this time yesterday. At this time yesterday, I was leaving Belding. I left my house at 5, and I was in Belding by just a few minutes after 6, and I felt so good. I felt free. Seriously, I felt free. No burdens, no hurry, no schedule, nothing. Just mosey along, enjoy things. I only saw 2 deer last night. Now, during the day today, I haven't seen any, not even dead ones. So I did see a couple raccoons. that bought the big one. I smelled a couple skunks. Didn't see any in the road, so somebody just pissed the skunk off. What's the difference between a frog and a horny toad? A frog says ribbit, ribbit, and a horny toad says rubbit, rubbit. Cute. Take away the P. Irate. I got it. That's cool, Colby. That is a good play on words. Yeah, I'm free, Carol. It's like Martin Luther King. Free at last. I actually made that quote. I quoted Martin Luther King. I said, I'm free at last. Moorhead. Is that in South Carolina? I've heard something about Moorhead. Moorhead 90. Oh my God. Kentucky? Diane, what are you talking about? Or is that the jelly? What have I got? I got Hydroguard silicone cream. It's for sensitive skin. I don't know. It's something I had in the cabinet. I threw it in the box just in case I needed it for something. I have used it before. I have a where they injected me in the groin. Every now and then that flares up, and, a little pimple kind of wants to, and it's right in a bad place. It's where my legs rub together when I'm taking a hike or when I'm walking, and all of a sudden I got this doggone irritated pimple. But I use that stuff and it goes away. It's okay. They're still using a foul. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Snow women and snow men. Snowballs, yes. Moorhead is in Kentucky. Okay. So now I worked with a doctor whose last name was Moorhead. He was different. A dyslexic pirate walks into a bra. That's cute. Is that one about the old guy goes into a brothel and the madam comes up and she's, what are you doing here, old man? And he says, well, I came to get a lady. She says, oh, you're so old, you've had it. Oh, have I? How much do I owe you? Oh. Coffee cup has been working well. I made coffee before I left yesterday. It lasted me all night. Then I got some this morning in Belleville. It lasted me into Kentucky, or not Kentucky, into Ohio. And about 2 hours ago, I bought some more coffee, and it's still warm. Almost hot. Wrong on so many levels. What? Oh. Steve, somebody. I can't remember the song, but there was a part where the guy steps into the elevator and the lady in the elevator goes, going down. It has its ups and downs, yeah. That was a song written by Otis T. Elevator. What was the winner of the one? It was on Cheech and Chong. They had a song contest, and the winner was, I can't remember. Mama Said She Loved Me, Ain't Too Proud to Bitch, and Mama Said She Loved Me, but She Could Be Jiving Too. And then the winner was I Have My Ups and Downs by Otis T. Elevator. That was a Cheech and Chong skit. How much did he pay for his peg and hook? Well, an arm and a leg, obviously. That one's good, Kobe. That's good. I got to try to remember that one. By the way, I now have 2 three-corner hats. Linda was the first to find out. Yes, I found it when I was cleaning out the camper day before yesterday. There was way back in the corner. It did not get wet. So that was fortunate. I had to mildew eyes and wash some of the other stuff that was close to where that hat was. Why do female reindeer... What do female reindeer do while Santa takes the males out to guide the sleigh? Go into town and blow a few bucks. Good one, Michelle. The deer widows. Yeah, that was the first day of hunting season. A couple of weeks ago, I saw, November 15th. I saw a couple deer in town. They were actually using the crosswalk to go to the bar. 2-legged deer. Okay. Michelle, that is really a good one. I tell you. So now tomorrow, they're buried right now, but hopefully I'll have a dry spot to park and I can get them unburied and make room in the front seat so we can do our normal thing at 6 o'clock. Got my very first Ohio ticket, and tomorrow I'll buy another one that'll be a whatever ticket. This one's so similar to Michigan tickets. If you get 4 black words, you got $10. If you get 2 black plus 2 reds, 20. Yeah, it's basically the same. Just looks different. And all the call letters are at the bottom instead of the top. A few things look different on it. But for the most part, it's not that much different than a Michigan ticket. I scratched off my last Michigan ticket today, and it was a loser. So, done with that. When I bought my, let's see, that would have been early this morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. It was sooner than that. I bought a Mega Millions ticket. No, a Powerball ticket, thinking I was buying for Monday night. I didn't realize it was already been drawn. So I've already got my Powerball ticket for tomorrow. I did buy a Mega Millions Michigan ticket. So I suppose if I win tonight, I'll just have to wait till June to cash it in. Learn the alphabet because they spend their entire lives on the sea. That's right. William says, why does Santa Claus have so many elves? He has his own brand of Santagria. Good one, William. My boss hates it when I shorten his name to Dick, especially because his name is Steve. I love that. Couldn't get past the R's, and my best friend's dog died, so I got her another identical one. She screamed at me, "What the fuck am I gonna do with two dead dogs?" Good one, Nancy. What the fuck am I gonna do with two dead dogs? That's great. Oh my. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. Before I left yesterday, I had a visit from the township. And he was reading me the stuff, and he says, "This can't be right." I said, "I know it's not right. I don't have any washing machines in my yard, and I haven't had any for a long time." And I said, "As far as Don sleeping in his car, he's been gone for a month. Other than that, I got one vehicle that's for sale, and it'll be gone hopefully soon. Might be gone even today." He says, "Never mind." He says, "I don't know what's going on." And I told him I was going to Myrtle Beach, and he's like, "Wow." He was all congratulatory. So that took a weight off my shoulders because I saw him taking pictures on Sunday. Drove by and took pictures. Like, you don't have anything better to do on a Sunday morning than drive by my house and take pictures? Yeah. Why is pirating so addictive? They say once you lose your first hand, you get hooked. You gotta, pirating is just another name for kleptomania. Only once, Michelle, and that was early this morning. And then she and I went to breakfast, and then she gave me a tour of Belleville, kind of a mini tour. We went down to the lake and walked on the docks and talked to the ducks. We just had a good time. She's still a little unsteady on her feet, so the dock where where you can launch the kayaks is a floating dock. So we were both kind of wobbling around on that. I half expect, Michelle, that Holly will call before the show is over in the next 20 minutes. But who knows? Maybe she'll wait till tomorrow. So, yeah. So tomorrow night we'll be doing I haven't put up a thumbnail yet, but sometime tomorrow I will. I have to be where there's a signal, and I'm guessing Columbus, Ohio, wherever I'm going in Columbus, Ohio, will have a signal. And that will be our normal 2-hour show, Ticks at 6 and Nate at 8. And then we got to figure out who's going to be the featured channel for Saturday. Oh, excuse me. That's a deep one. Deep and burning. Don't know why. Tonight I'm going to check out here because Troy says there's a Walmart here in Kenton. So I'm going to scroll up, find that address, write it down, see if I can find the place, see if they have any signs up that prohibit parking. If they do, then I'm going to move on to Marion. If they don't, I'm going to stay here in Kenton at the Walmart and get a little shut-eye. Grandpa's now addicted to Viagra. Nobody is taking it harder than Grandma. What was that one? The old guy goes to the brothel And he's taking his Viagra, and he gets to the room with this lady, and she was impressed. I mean, she's the hooker, and she was impressed with his stamina, duration, all that. She says, you were amazing tonight. She says, how long before we might have a second go? He says, well, about 20 minutes. She says, let me catch up. I may have a little snooze here. She says, okay. He says, but you have to hold on to my dick. And she says, okay. And then he wakes up after 20 minutes and they go at it. And it's just as fantastic, if not more fantastic than the first time. And finally, they over with for the second time. And she's like, this is amazing. I'll make you a deal again. If you can go a third time, she says, oh, yeah, I can. Just let me have 20 minutes of rest. She says, okay. But you have to hang on to me. Make sure you hang on to my dick for those 20 minutes that I'm asleep. She says, okay. So 20 minutes later, he wakes up and off they go. And it's incredible. She just can't believe her luck. Thank you, Troy. I'll write it down right now. So, after this third time, this is something else. She says, why do you always ask me to hold your dick, though? He says, so you won't take my wallet. All right. 1241 East Columbus. Kenton, Ohio. Okay. And then the one in Marion, I have that on my phone, so there. Just a little note to remind myself. Santagria. It sounds something to do with Christmas. Why do reindeer fly? Santa's peanuts. Oh my goodness. Why was the snowman smiling? He could see the snowblower coming down the street. We're certainly on the oral sex scene tonight, aren't we? I gotta get better at practice for some of these jokes. I've been trying when I hear a joke to try to remember it. And sister wife, if you want to have sex, pull my cock one time. If not, pull it 689 times. More of a rap. That's a good one, Gord. Oh, not just tonight. Yeah, okay, Diane. Yeah, it'll be a lonely night. What else is new? Oh. Yeah, he knows where all the naughty girls live. You're right, Kobe. Did I tell you? I think I told it last week. It was on Facebook. It shows Santa. He's got a laptop in his hand. He's sitting on the floor. He's looking directly at the screen with this kind of a odd look on his face, kind of a smug look. And he says, I know what you have been posting all year long. Most of you are getting dictionaries. Oh, thank you, William. I'm getting over it. Where's Mark? That sounds like a Mark joke. Oh my goodness. Is Kyle still in here? Anyways, did somebody say that Ron was having an issue? I thought I saw something in my comments on my last video. I don't know what that was. I have no idea. I haven't been on Ron's live streams last 2 or 3 days. I've seen a channel, PJ Latardo, so I thought it was a troll. When I checked them out, they're all about the Sopranos. Huh. Okay. Oh, he had surgery. Okay, Diane. Well, I wish him the best. You know, he's on my list of possibles to see as I'm heading west in mid-January. Terrible. Christmas Eve, I remember lying in bed waiting for Santa to come. Then there was that awkward silence. So he got dressed and left. Ah! Oh, that's bad, Kobe. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, gee. That's wrong in so many ways. And funny. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Michigan Carol, welcome aboard. Not that GR. There is a Grand Rapids, Ohio. I just happened to see it on the map. I said, well, I got to go there. And it was on my, more or less on my route. So I did go there. When I was approaching it, I thought, well, one thing I can tell is they got grain elevators, some big ones. Then when I crossed the Maumee River into Grand Rapids, it was kind of cool little town. You know, it's got some parks there along the Maumee River. Then there's a state park, not even a mile out of town. It's called the Mary Jane State Park. Well, there's another name in there too. I thought, well, this is interesting. It's not legal in Ohio like it is in Michigan. Anyway, it was closed. Let me look. Gord, female police officer for saying he can say it. I will be held against Jesus' boobs. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? The twig and berries. That's cute. Yeah, you'll have to scroll back when you get a minute, Carol. The focus seems to be oral sex today, for the most part. A breathalyzer officer. Oh my God. Yeah. Blow this. Oh my God. Oh. Suck, baby, suck. Blow is just an expression. Oh my goodness. So yeah, my eyes will start to burn. It tells me I better get some shut eye, and then all of a sudden I'll perk up. I'm like, okay, let's drive a few more miles. I am worried about the transmission. It's slipping when it shifts into the high gear, and then it'll slip back, and not good. I'm going to baby it. I'm not, that's why I take back roads. If you get up on the highway and have to juice it all the time, when there's heavy traffic, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, Mary Jane Thurston Park. I actually did not go there because when I checked the time, It was like 3:45, and they closed at 4. So when they tell me online that they're going to close at 4, well, I know I'm not going to camp there. So I thought, well, maybe this broadcast from the state park where I'd be camping, but that's not happening. So I'm assuming that Mary Jane Thurston was a philanthropist or the wife of a philanthropist. This town here is famous for something. It said home of Joseph, and I couldn't read the sign because it was too dark to see it. They didn't have it lit up very well. But it just says you're coming into Kenton. Home of Joseph somebody. I bet Troy can find it. You got 2 computers going, Troy? Died of a Viagra overdose. Couldn't close the casket. I remembered the name of that movie that I couldn't remember last week, where the guy was superhuman and blew the roof off his trailer. Hancock. That was the name of the movie. Either Daryl or Darlene will let us know. Okay, Diane, that's good to know. Renee is here. Welcome aboard. You're like Carol. Michigan Carol came in a little late too. RV BFE. Don't have RV Parky or Compendium apps. They show you camping options. Free spots. RV Parky will let you know if Walmart has overnight or not. Oh, cool. Well, I don't mind traveling from this one to the other one if this one doesn't have overnight, like Belleville did. And I've heard that most of them are going to be no more overnight parking whatsoever. Sam loved the truckers, and that's why. But Sam's no longer with us, so administration is shutting the shit down. Why? Because people who are jerks take advantage of it. They set up like they're wannabe in an RV park where they put out your carpet and your chairs and your barbecue grill and all that. Make it look like your living room in the Walmart parking lot. Are you nuts? So, as said, if they won't allow it here, then I'll move on to Marion. And if they don't allow it in Marion, well, maybe I will find an officer and say, where's a good spot to shut my eyes for 2 or 3 hours? And come with me, boy. License and registration, please. No, I won't go that far. Leotardos. That's funny too. Leotards. Oh, I haven't seen Jasmine, but I need to let her know that I found the hat. Oh, speaking of hats, Kobe, does that hat fit Rocky? If it doesn't, you can always wear it too. Some dogs don't like to wear hats. Don't know why. I just realized what BFE stands for. RV BFE. It's not RV bumfuck Egypt. It's RV before everything. In other words, RV first. Is that fair? Actually, I prefer. Let's go to bumfuck Egypt. Let's camp there. So far, Renee, I've gone 252 plus 152. I've gone exactly 404 miles. Now, it would be less had I taken expressways, or divided highways. I don't. I take back roads, either secondary state roads or even worse, county roads. You're out in the middle of nowhere. Like last night, somewhere between Eaton Rapids and Belleville. Troy will know where this is because it was kind of north of him. Munth, Munth, I think was the name. And according to the atlas, I had to go straight through Munth. That's the way it showed. So I did. I saw the sign that said all trucks turn right, but I'm not a truck. I'm just a car. So I keep going, and all of a sudden there wasn't any signs, nothing that said dead end road, nothing. All of a sudden the road just ended. Good thing I was paying attention, or I would have went off the end of the road. It's tricky with his big ears. He hasn't let me put it on yet. Okay. Now you might have to. Let's see. Those tri-corners don't have the little straps in them, whereas this one does. See, this one I can. I should have used it when we were out there on Lake Superior. Cody had that thing juiced up to 60 miles an hour or better. Of course, they don't call it knots. But we're going knots enough out there on Lake Superior that my hat blew off. Then it happened again on Lake Michigan twice. It almost went into Lake Michigan. That would have been gone because it would have sank probably before we got back to it. And who could see a blue hat in the blue water? What does a nearsighted gynecologist and a puppy have in common? A wet nose. Aw. I like that. Munith. Yeah, Munith. Yes. Yeah, I had to turn around and go back and follow that truck route to get out of Munith. Watch out for the signs. Yeah. What's worse than waking up with a penis drawn on your face? Finding out it was traced. Cute. That's cute. I like that. Finding out it was traced. Either way, he had his board becoming a gynecologist or a colon rectal specialist. Why did he choose the colon rectal practice over becoming a gynecologist? He chose the colon rectal route because it smelled better. How did Burger King get Dairy Queen pregnant? He forgot to wrap his Whopper. Okay, he's done. Well, Ronald McDonald was arrested for getting caught with his Big Mac in Wendy's Hot and Juicy. So there. I'm done. What does it mean if you're born in September? Your parents started the new year with a bang. That's cute. I like that. An old gynecologist has shaky hands. Just saying. Where's Mark? You has something to say about having spots. You're right, Diane. I thought of that just a little while ago. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I got this heater fixed, but sometimes I just got to turn it down. Roll the window down. It gets warmish in here. And it gets warm enough that the cab screws up the actual outdoor temperature. When I parked here, it was like 33 degrees. Now my thermometer on the mirror says it's 65. No way. Yes, you guys are cousins. Now I haven't met Troy in person, Carol. I met you in person. Yeah, you might fit each other. Just saying. As Nancy. Just saying. Ah, yeah, you could be kissing cousins. There you go. Michelle, I crack myself up sometimes. The first Joker, what was his name? This is the one that was with Keaton. Sometimes I just kill myself. His hand comes off. It's a fake hand. And he's falling. 46 down by Louisville. Okay. What do you get if you deep fry Santa Claus? Crispy Kringle. Yeah. That's a good one. Very bad with jokes will be in the chat. Participant does spotted dick come in a variety of flavors. I don't know. I suppose it could. It's believe it or not, suet. To me, suet's for the birds. That's what we feed the birds in the winter. It's basically fat, grease fat. And then it's got raisins mixed in it. And Mark did say something about, you can have toppings. So I suppose you could put strawberry topping on it or vanilla top. I don't know. Why does Santa always land on your roof? Because he likes it on top. Cute. I know you did, Brene. We all know that's what you meant. But you're using voice to text, and it comes up that way. Or even if you type it, spell correction will change it to duck. It's like, come on. I wrote dick. That's what I meant, is dick, not duck. But no, spell check will change things. And if you don't notice that it changed it, and you hit enter there, you publish the spotted duck. So I chatting with Patrick a few days ago, but you were lurking. I like the convos about movies, but never watch horror flicks, so I have nothing to contribute. Now Diane's the expert on spotted dick now, even though she won't let anyone come near her mouth. Well, let's see, it's normally served with cream-colored thin sauce. It has a wheat paste taste to it. Ah! Oh my. So what do you think? They actually make a product that increases the amount of sperm, if you will. I don't know how that could work. Your body only produces so much. What's great about this time of year? I'm afraid to ask. A tad salty. Yeah, that could be because of the urine combination. The big boys. Well, if Mark told you that, Diane, it's got to be true. You slam your laptop shut when your partner walks in the room. You won't get any disgusted looks. Yeah, because you might be Christmas shopping for them. Cut down on the salt. Don't do it yet, Michelle. That's tomorrow. Oh my goodness. What's your doctor know anyway? Now, really, cutting down on salt's good. They recommend that for heart healthy diets. I was on it for a while. But you know what? I don't intake that much sodium. Never have. I've never been like a potato chip lover. No, not really. Um, Back when I was younger, because this is what you did. You put salt on this, and you put salt on that, and you put pepper on this. Put pepper. I still use pepper on mashed potatoes or baked potatoes, cottage cheese. That's about it. Salt? Never. Never use salt. I don't cook with salt. I don't add salt. Nope. Now, I might cook something that already has the salt in it. For instance, like a TV dinner, frozen dinners. Yeah, well, they got salt in them. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Anything that's frozen or that lasts 20 years, you know, best if sold by 2027, you know it's got salt in it. Oh, no, really? It's a bang? I'm missing something. My RN, MD, first responder, black humor pals. Mrs. Goldberg, your labiaplasty, vaginal flappy lips reduction surgery went well. Dick Hertz in the fifth or the fourth floor burn unit wants to thank you for his new ears. Oh my! Oh my! Oh my! Now those are some pussy ears, let me tell you. Am I really slipping? I got a good signal here. I wonder if the speaker's going bad on this piece of shit. I did bring my extra speaker with me. I've never had to use it. I don't even know if it'll plug into this thing. Maybe. Oh, I do see a microphone outlet over here. At least I think that's what that is. Phil said something that I missed. Oh, you cleaned it up. I got you. Oh, God. Lips for ears. Well, we certainly can joke about our privates and other people's privates. You know, Nomadic Hippie, it's been about 2 years, maybe 3 years. Well, he put out a video and it was all about the manscaping. He did an excellent job. But I thought, I think I'd be comfortable with a razor near my nuts. Are you nuts? Ah, the audio is good. Okay. All right. I'm glad to hear that, Renee. Michelle said she had to leave. I hate it when you leave me. Vaginal tissue makes perfectly colored lips for faces. I wouldn't doubt that that's probably true. Melissa says you. Ah, ah. Oh my, now it is really starting to. Which end? Jeez. Oh my. Oh my. Maybe it has something to do with sensuality. Maybe that's why we are made the way we are, especially females, because they can't help but you know, be attractive. It's just part of the normal makeup. Men are super horny. They got to impregnate everything. You know, the snake got impregnated because it held still too long. That type of thing. Do not ask where the donor skin came from. Well, you know, that is interesting because skin grafting is actually an art form in itself. My brother-in-law, my late brother-in-law, he had skin grafting. He was burned over 60% of his body, mostly his face, his hands, his wrists. Anyways, they used skin off of his ass and his lower back legs to help rebuild his face. Interesting bits and bobs. Our Christmas tree is better than men. Even the small ones give satisfaction. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It is actually 7:15 almost. I didn't realize we'd gone over. So with that, I'm going to type in the address into the phone here and see. He's really talking shit now. And see if I can find this Walmart, see what the signs say. What's better than roses on your piano? Tulips on your organ. Ah! Ah! Speaking of pianos, that's what this big box is back here. I've never opened it. I bought a Yamaha 300. Let's hope that's what's in the box. It's been almost 3 years now. Been sitting in my bedroom. I never opened it. It's still not been opened. Probably could save room if I unpack the dang thing. Whistle when she walks. Oh my God. That's a good one, Diane. Oh my God. Some women just fit naturally on the horse. Oh gosh. Kobe changes the subject. Oh my. Oh. We certainly have fun on Tuesday nights. I doubt that we'll ever run out of material. I'm too sick to be laughing this hard. My ribs are. God, we're back to Lake Superior, are we not? Especially Kyle and Cody had me hurting 2 nights in a row. And now, when I think back to those 2 nights, I start cracking up too much. All right, mateys, it's time for me to get off of here. Define good, yeah. It is. Exactly. All right. It's time. So thank you for all coming aboard tonight. Appreciate it. I'm just feeling super great because I'm on my journey. We got a good signal. It stopped raining. That's the plus. And I'm getting closer and closer to being able to see what Georgianne and Michelle think of my pirate's fingers. They're all rotten. Yeah. A pirate delicacy. Rotten fingers. This is done with what a whole talk. Didn't have to say it twice. I didn't. It was an echo. Good gosh, Gertie, what a gash. That's terrible. All right, with that, fair winds and smiles. We'll see you tomorrow night, 6 p.m. for our word games. Maybe somebody will win some money with the Ohio scratch-offs. We'll see if they're better than the Michigan ones. I don't know if they have scratch-offs in South Carolina. They probably do. I think there's only like 4 states that don't have the lottery or something like that. So, yes, everyone have a good night. We'll see you, buddies. Thanks for being aboard. Take care, sweet dreams, all of that. End the stream. Hot dog down the hallway.